Okay, to create an external style sheet, you have to use the CSS panel. Now, the first way I'm going to show is for those people who have CC, and then I will convert over to CS6 to show you the CS6 way. So right now I have Creative Cloud open, and to create the external style sheet, you have to go to CSS Designer, and with the CSS Designer, you can also access it through the window menu, and it's right here. First thing you have to do is click on the plus sign to add a CSS source, and you want to create a new CSS file. We're going to give it a name. Now, this comes up here with the source. What you can do is you want to make sure you select it first, then come down and click on the plus sign. To add a selector, you type in the name that you're working with. So if you want to apply a style to a certain tag, you can say H1, or if you're doing to IDs, you can do pound wrapper. And when you press your enter key to accept it, then you have to come down to the properties to make your changes. Now, when you work with something like this, let me just put something in real quick. This automatically goes in and puts in the link tag in the head section for you automatically. And then that style sheet, you can modify this anytime you want. You just click on it, choose the selector, and then change its properties. So you don't want to click on the plus sign to add another wrapper. You just want to select the wrapper, come down and change it to something else. So I'll do this 150. Now, let's see how it is in CS6. Okay, now I have CS6 open. And again, what you're going to worry about is the Css Styles Panel, which looks a little bit different compared to what the CSS Designer, but pretty much is almost identical. Now, if you don't have that, you can always go up to Window and do CSS Styles, and you can get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on down here at the bottom of the panel. We're going to click on New CSS Rule button. That's the plus, has a little plus sign. Now it's going to ask you to do a couple things. So the first thing I'm going to do is down here at the bottom, I'm going to change this document only to new style sheet file. This can create an external style sheet. So it's a little bit different compared to CC, as you can see. Now up here at the top, if you're going to apply a style to a class, ID, or tag, you need to indicate which one. So if you're doing IDs, you have to come then down here and just type in pound wrapper. You click OK. Now what's going to happen here, it's going to ask you to name the style sheet. So I'm going to name this real quick. And then again, just like the other version, it puts the link tag in the head section for you. Then it opens up this dialog box where you can add your own properties. So this here, you have to go in, type it in. Now it's going to do the same thing in a sense that it adds the style sheet and puts it right here. So when you want to modify something in CS6, what you want to do is you just click over here on the rules, you click on the plus sign, you see where it says wrapper. You select the wrapper selector, come down to the pencil, click on edit. This is going to open up that dialog box again, and you make your change. You don't want to click on the plus sign to add another wrapper. If you want to modify the wrapper, you have to click on the pencil. Now if you want to add a new rule to your external style sheet, you click on plus. Down here at the bottom, make sure it's adding to the style sheet that you want, and you type in a new name. Make sure you change the top here to ID, or if you're doing to a tag like H1P, and now the box will come up again. You make your changes, and you see over here on the right hand side, it's adding the style selectors here on the right. Now if you want to modify any of this, just remember, select it, then click on the pencil, and it'll automatically go into the edit mode.